Hello everyone, this is Kayla Matthews with your WOD for Tuesday, October 29th. And I thought I'd step a little outside of my comfort zone today and talk a little bit about numbers. In particular, we're going to talk about silver. I will go ahead and apologize. I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible, but it is a very, very important WOD, so I hope you guys listen all the way through. So before I get started, I'm just going to tell you guys that every single person that's on this WOD can pin silver. And for some reason I have found that people think that leadership levels are like another world, and that, you know, maybe new advisors don't quite see how in the world they fit there. And I'm going to tell you guys that leadership is where it's at. What leadership is it's a reflection of you building a business that is going to sustain you in the future. So this is not retail and products. This is building an organization that is going to continue to earn residual income for you and your family for as long as you decide you want to keep it. Okay? So that's why it's important for us to go over this. A couple days ago, Jesse did a WOD about leadership school. And so that's what really kind of prompted me to go into a little bit more detail about silver in particular. So the first reason that you should go for silver is that it creates an additional income stream. Okay, so we all know that at Advisor we get paid 5 ways. Override and leadership are those residual incomes. Those are extremely important, especially if you're looking to build the kind of business in Advocare that is going to pay you outside of just retailing product, that's going to pay you, you know, maybe a significant amount to replace your income if that's what you're doing Advocare for. So you create an additional income stream. So you also get to, if you pin silver one time between now and Success School, you get to go to leadership school. And being part of the national leadership team, I will tell you that the leadership training that Advocare provides is unprecedented. It is bigger than big, it is better than better, and it is not what the general public gets. So you definitely want to get in that room at leadership school. So I wrote notes if you guys are wondering why I keep looking away. Silver, also springboards you into the LEADS program. Alright, so the LEADS program is free business that Advocare gives you. I mean, come on, how many times have some of us felt like maybe we just don't know any more people to talk to? What would happen to you if Advocare just started handing you people to talk to? Or just having people go to your site and purchase from you without you ever even talking to them to begin with? Because last week I had one girl who went on my site because Advocare assigned her a distributor, and she purchased 24-day challenge. I don't know who she is. And then another one is thinking about becoming a distributor. She wanted to know about the joint promotion, and now she wants to look into the performance products. She's going to start the 24-day challenge, and she might be interested in making some money. Both of those people happened to me last week, and those were given to me as free business from Advocare. So silver is huge for that. Think about Advocare being all over ESPN right now, and you know, Drew Brees and NASCAR, it's going in the NBA. Advocare is doing some massive promotions, and people are going to www.advocare.com and not having a distributor, and Advocare is assigning them a person that's on a LEADS program to take care of them. So silver is where it's at. But you know, also it's a reflection of you building that kind of business that's going to pay you for years down the road. So those are my reasons why you should go for silver. Let's talk about how to get to silver. So this is where I'm going to pray that Jesse Reynolds is proud of me, because I am not a numbers person at all. So I actually made note cards. The first one that I'm going to talk about is override. Okay, so here is you. Sorry, it's backwards. Alright, here's you, and we're going to say, especially if you're going for a leadership pin, you always want to have bare minimum 1,000 PGV on your board, because that's going to earn you the full 7% override. Okay, so this is kind of non-negotiable. You do not need to be going for a leadership pin if you can't get 1,000 PGV on the board. So what they do in order to calculate your override is they take your entire organization, all of your advisors, okay, and they calculate business volume. So their retail volume cut in half is business volume. Okay? So they calculate business volume as half of retail volume of your entire organization. And what that does is they take this number and they give you 7% of it as an override bonus, right? So this is the ideal scenario with 1,000 PGV. If you guys are having trouble getting 1,000 PGV on the board, talk to your leadership. We can help you with that. So the 7% override is what you need for silver. Just think about this. This is the ideal scenario for silver. So we're going to assume that when you're going for silver, that you're getting this full 7% because you have the 1,000 PGV. Okay? So same scenario. Your organization, business volume, 7% override. What happens with silver is that for the same work that your organization is putting in, you are going to get an additional 3% leadership bonus at silver. Which means that for the same amount of work here, instead of just earning 7%, you're going to get an additional 3%, which totals 10%. So it's more money for the same work. Alright? And I like that. So how do you get silver? You need $100 in override, which is equivalent to $3,000 PGV from any advisor on your organization. Okay? And this doesn't have to come from one advisor, it can come from multiple, but it has to total $3,000 in order to, because 7% of $1,500 is roughly $100 in override. Okay? So this is the bar that we set, and this is the bar that we look at when we're helping people get to silver. We want 3,000 PGV from any advisors on your team. Okay? And that's going to produce you $100. So by helping them reach this mark, you're going to get paid an additional $100, right? But how do you actually pin it? To pin silver, you earn $100 in override over 2 consecutive pay periods. So in the first pay period, with this $100, you get paid the additional 3% leadership bonus. That is your qualification period. So you guys might have seen on Team Purpose, so-and-so qualified silver, so-and-so qualified gold. That means that the first pay period they hit this bar and they got paid that bonus. In the second pay period, if you do it again, the next pay period, you actually stick the pin, what we call sticking the pin. So you get that additional 3% as well. Alright? So in order to pin silver, you just do this twice. Back to back. Boom, boom. Right? Honestly, silver is so much easier to attain than any other pin level that's out there. Gold, the next step from there is gold, and that's, you've got to earn $500 in override. So $100 in override truly is a piece of cake if you just listen to your leadership, tap into them, make that decision that you want this, and go for it. There's no reason why every single one of you can't do this if you're looking to build that kind of business. Okay? So get yourselves in that leadership room, get on that leads program, and create that kind of income that you're dreaming about here. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to your leadership. Take care, everybody.